Hi there, and welcome to the Cuddle Cinema. My name is Aaron, and it is my birthday. I am literally the new 52. There we go. You can tell it's my birthday for a couple reasons. One, Arrow made an announcement of something that not that I want, that I desperately need. They haven't done that since the days of, which one was it? We were driving, and we're coming back. Like, Hind had to work somewhere else, so I think we got to Gander Grand Falls, somewhere around there. And Arrow made the announcement literally in between. So we stopped the car, and there's a video store nearby, and we ordered deep red and Hellraiser, Hellraiser box set. Then we got out of the car, went into the video store, lost our keys. Not lying, that's the thing that happened, and had to look for them for the next hour or so. Bit freaked out. Anyway, we are going to dive into these Arrow announcements. So they're a lot of fun. There's some cool stuff there, a little bit for everybody. We got some 4K, we got some martial arts stuff. We got stuff that opens up the door for some even better stuff, but it's chef's kiss good. Hey there, George. And without further ado, let us do this. Hey there, Chris. Hey there, Scotty. Hey there, Robert. Let's dive in. This Arrow made an exciting announcement. So I brought up on Twitter. I'm wearing my Pet Cemetery shirt from I think I got this in Walmart actually. Pretty twisted shirt from Walmart. So there's a skull like made of kittens. Gotta love that, right? Skull made of kittens. But with that being said, let's do this. Let us do this right now. So I'm going to mention this to my better half who's off camera, and I'm going to get her reactions here as well. So we are going to start off right away with Warriors 2. I'm going to bring up my...
Everybody say happy birthday to Aaron.
I'm going to bring up my... I'm going to bring up my thing here so I can see your messages. Actually, Kristen and Scott sent me happy, and George sent me happy birthday messages.
Oh, how nice.
And let us dive into the first one because I am so excited about this. So, okay, Hint, I'm going to give you... Hey, yeah, Scott said happy birthday again. So we got one here by Casanova Wong and Sammo Hung, Warriors 2. It comes with a booklet and a poster, and of course the Blu-ray edition. Do you have any features listed on here yet? Let's dive over to the website and find out. We'll do this for every one of these. So at 28 pounds, not $20 actually. That's not too bad. Okay, we have some features here, guys. So we got, hey there, I started welcome, man, and thank you. US and Canada only. Thank you, George, man. So this is the first release I'm showing is US and Canada only release. And it is a 2K restoration from the OCN by Fortune Star. Fortune Star is a company that we got a couple like Blu-rays of. We got a couple of their Jackie Chan and one of their Bruce Lee ones that they put out. I'm pretty sure that Fortune Star like scans, some of theirs were done in correlation or with the Scream Factory back in the day. Hey, Murdersville, welcome, man. You look of Visual age was pokey. I always smelled it damn that old carpet. But I bet you spent so much time there anyway, right? We got a high definition Blu-ray. We got original lossless Cantonese and Mandarin mono audio for the HK cut. So that means there's at least 2 cuts of the film, plus lossless English mono for the export cut. So we're going to get a theatrical cut and an export cut. A newer 5.1 dub created for international DVD presentations. Optional subtitles, commentary on the track by Frank Dejing and actor Bobby Samuels. Commentary on the export track by Mike Leader and Arn Venema. Archival documentary The Way of the Warrior, The Making of Warriors 2, featuring interviews with Sammo Hung, Brian Beardy Lung Karyan, Fang Hak An, Casanova Wong, and Wing Chun, Master Guy Lei. Archival interview with Brian Beardy Lung Karlan. I'm so butchering these names. Double-sided photo poster. Features original newly commissioned artwork by Joe Kim, versatile sleeve, collector's booklet, And so what do you think?
Which one is this one?
The Warriors 2, Sammo Hung.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Here's the plot. Here, we'll do this real quick. A dramatic reading. Cashier Hua leads a simple life. Leads a simple life working for the local bank. The only complications resulting from trying to give life advice to his friend Fat Chun, played by Sammo Hung. Of course, that's what they name him. When Hua discovers a murderous plot, I'm sure I'm pronouncing this wrong, but I do like the Hua thing, so I'm going to go with this. Trying to give life advice to his friend, discovers a murderous plot to overthrow a mayor, and is left for dead. Chun urges him to protect himself by learning the formidable style of Wing Chun from Master Lung's son. As Hua's skill grows, his proximity to Lung unknowingly lands him into the crosshairs of a treacherous scoundrel who previously sought to kill him. Predating the Ip Man tetralogy by 3 decades, as well as Hung's own The Prodigal Son with Wan Bo by a few years, Warriors 2 is one of the earliest films to authentically portray the teaching of Wing Chun while also delivering the kind of kinetic, pulse-pounding fights synonymous with the name Sammo Hung. So that sounds like a really good one. So looks like the next release, and I think this one might be U.S. Canada release too. George can't know for sure. Can't keep up with the number of Asian releases. There's so many coming out, isn't there?
Which one?
Like so many Asian releases coming out right now.
Well, there's
like from 88 Films and Arrow and Eureka. There's a ton of like the Asian martial arts releases.
Yeah, I know, but the Two Warriors one, there is U.S. Canada.
I'm pretty sure the next one, Mallrats, the 4K may also be a U.S. Canadian release.
There's an edition that is only in the U.S. and there's an edition that is
only in Canada?
No, Canada and the U.S.
All right, so let's look at the product overview for this one right here. We got a 4K of Mallrats. I do love me Mallrats. It is such a good film, and I love the fact that that one of the editions for the poster, it has him looking at that picture. You know,
That's the one that's US only.
It's a sailboat. Son of a bitch. That's the one. That's a good one. All right, so 4K restoration on here. We got a Blu-ray presentation, Dolby Vision HDR 10 compatible. Got a 5.1 surround audio, optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing on all cuts of the film, which is really, really good. Audio commentary and theatrical version, and the other cut with director Kevin Smith. So you knew it's going to be a good commentary. Producer Scott Mosier, archivist Vincent Pereira, and actors Jason Lee, Ben Affleck, and Jason Mewes. I heard that Ben Affleck guy might have done some things afterwards. Yeah. He might have been on a couple of... Might have done something Batman-y. Tribute to producer Jim Jacks by Kevin Smith, My Mallrats Memories, Introduction to the Film, interview with... Anyway, there's a ton of stuff here. Easter eggs, archival things, even the Build Me Up Buttercup music videos here. Which, by the way, just by saying that the Build Me Up Buttercup song is now stuck in my head. It looks like there's like for the poster, they have the schematics for the plan, right? So for those who want to see what the other one looks like, here it is right here. It's gorgeous. I wonder if that really is a hidden eye image. Because I used to have books of these things. I used to love the fact, kind of want to look at it. Okay, I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to check later on, see if it's a real hidden eye image. Because I love those hidden eye books. Hey, Indy, welcome, man. It is my birthday, dude. And we are looking at the Arrow announcements. And by the way, Indy, they're big ones. And with that being said, let's dive into one that is in the UK. And that would be The Lighthouse. Is this UK only or
What?
The Lighthouse?
Yes.
So as a UK only release, which is pretty good for, this used to be like an iffy thing for me. Now it's good because if I want to order something from like Amazon UK, it's actually a bit cheaper for me than ordering from Amazon CA because, I can get it sent close by. Paris is not very far and shipping is cheap. So Lighthouse right here, a fantastic little film about two guys that kind of want to bang a Lighthouse. Well, we'll say that. It is. It's got, of course, Willem Dafoe in here and Robert Pattinson. This is probably the movie, or one of the movies that actually got him in serious consideration to be in the Batman, because it just shows what a well-rounded actor he is. He's definitely a slow burn movie. What do you think this one, huh?
I'm iffy on that one.
What about the Mallrats? So Robert Eggers directed The Witch and The Northman. It's a 4K release. We get it's with Dolby Vision, HDR10 compatible. Looks like we got it's director approved. Is Lighthouse? That's A24, right?
Hmm?
Lighthouse is A24, I think, right? Is Lighthouse A24, guys? The company. Optionally subtitles for deaf and hard of hearing. Branded commentary by authors Guy Adams and Alexander Benedict. Other commentary with the co-writer and director. A brand new in-depth documentary making of it. The Lighthouse, the Next Door, The Consuming House Tale. Yes, A24. Thanks, Scotter. Elevated horror, my darling. A24 like specialized in it. They did Midsommar and The Witch and Headed Red. Good movies. Did you not watch the beginning of Scream 5? When she's like, "Do you like scary movies?" Well, I like elevated horror. With Jenna Ortega. Dogma has been so out of print for so long. I think that Dogma may be stuck in the Lionsgate trap, which means that we may not be getting it for a while. Hey, thank you, Swift, man. Have heard of it, but not seen it. It's worth watching. It really is. It is a slow burn. Like George is 100% right. But most A24 films are slow burn. I think maybe Midsommar is probably the most active A24 film out there. And, that's not exactly the quickest one. But I do think Hin's going to be kind of excited about the next one. It's a UK, US, Canadian title, and it is the 4K edition of one of the greatest sci-fi fantasy films ever made, just Waterworld, starring Kevin Costner as a mariner, a mutant that lives on the sea. Well, everything is on the sea at this point. There is a mythical thought of dry land, and there's this young girl that has a map tattooed on her back that is supposed to be a map to find where dry land is at. Meanwhile, there's an evil pirate, played by Dennis Hopper, who's Deacon, who's searching her out, and it's a really, really great film that did not get enough credit back in the day. Just going to put it out there. My oldest daughter, I was in the Columbia Movie Club, and I would get movies come. So it's been one of those times where we didn't get you get a sheet and you get to send it back, say if you want it or not. So with Waterworld, we didn't get the sheet. So Waterworld just came, and I didn't send it back, so we just ended up watching it. And then a few years later, turned to a postman. There you go. Oh, Dogma's tied up with the Weinsteins. Yikes. Those are some horrible, horrible people. Get it away from the Weinsteins. It's a damn good movie. So you get a limited edition 60-page perfectly bound book here. Reversible sleeves. We got a theatrical cut in 4K UHD. Ton of feature on it. We're going to get the Ulysses cut here as well. So disc 2 is going to be the TV cut on Blu-ray. Disc 3, we're going to get the Ulysses cut on Blu-ray as well. I have I don't have any version of this film. So I may have to get this one. I don't have any version of this film. I do. Actually, I have the special edition. Not the hard case special edition came out before, but I do have the edition with the theatrical and the Ulysses cut. So this is not a must for me. This is something that I would get down the road if I had a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a really good print, and it's from Arrow. It's definitely worth seeing again, Indy. Now the Ulysses cut is neat because it's with the Ulysses cut. See, so Kevin Reynolds, when he made Waterworld, it was around 3 hours long. Him and Kevin Costner, who he'd worked with before on Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, well, they clashed on the film, which meant that Kevin Reynolds ended up getting taken off and Kevin Costner ended up taking over. So what was a 3 hour long epic film was now 135 minutes long. A lot was cut out. Now, when it was put on TV, there was certain scenes and segments that were put back in again, and other scenes were kind of just left and excised. But a fan went about and found the TV scenes and found the excise scenes, put them all together into the Ulysses cut. And in a rarity, what we got here is a release that actually has a fan edit of the film redone. So if you guys watch my life in cinema '90s, you probably know some of this stuff because I did a bit of research on Waterworld before. So this is kind of comes in handy. Now let's dive into one that I am pretty sure is going to be Hin's bag. I'm pretty sure this is going to be your thing, Hind. So we're getting the game trilogy with Yasuko Matsuda, the most dangerous game, the killing game, and the execution game. Made at the end of the 1970s, Tsuru Murakawa's game trilogy launched actor Yasuka Matsuda as a toei tough guy for a new generation. Matsuda was the definitive screen icon of the 80s until his career was tragically cut short by cancer at the age of 40, following his Hollywood debut in Ridley Scott's Black Rain. There's a movie we don't have, actually. That's a really good one. In the career-defining triptych, Matsuda is Shoshi Naruma, an ice-cool hitman of few words, a steely trigger finger, and a heart of stone. Heart in the most dangerous game by a company bidding for a lucrative government air defense contract to take up the competition. In the killing game, Narumi finds himself caught in the midst of violent Yakuza gang warfare while his own brutal past catches up with him in the form of two beautiful women still bearing the emotional scars of his past assignments. In the execution game, Narumi falls for a mysterious saloon bar, chanteuse, who may or may not be part of the same shadowy underworld organization as the rival hitman he is implied to rub out. Released for the first time outside of Japan with the cool blue cinematography by Nagise Oshima, the collaborator Seizo Sengen, and a sultry score by jazz legend Yuji Ono. Morocco's masterful set of films raised the bar for the Japanese action adventure. What do you think of this release?
I think that's a very interesting one. And we apologize for the noise because we have the housekeeper who was listening to messages. So sorry.
Looks like we have some features on each of these here. Commentaries on commentary for the most dangerous game with an interview. We got a couple commentaries here we got a commentary each for the killing game and execution one, and some more interviews as well. Any Japanese crime film from the 70s, I am in. Thank you, George. Black Rain is definitely a cool film. Ridley Scott. But here it is, guys. Here's the one I'm super stoked about. Here's the one that I 100%. So, he's walking by in a dress and this one was kind of was leaked, rumored before, but we're finally getting to see what it looks like, and holy crap, guys, here it is. Now look at this.
Wow.
This is gorgeous. I am blown away by the work they put into.
They make amazing box sets.
They do. And the films on here are good films too. Mm-hmm. So let's dive into that, because this is a set that everybody is excited about. And it opens up the door. If they're working with a 5-film set for Empire Pictures, does that mean we're going to get more Empire Pictures releases? Because there's a lot more out there. Yeah. Does that open the door for Full Moon?
I'd say Full Moon.
Too, because Empire Pictures, that is Full Moon. That's what they were before, say?
Yeah, I know. But who has Full Moon now? Like the 88 Films has it.
No, they did. They don't anymore.
Oh, yeah, but they did.
Yeah.
As in they put out some releases.
Yeah, early releases.
Yeah.
With some of the early 88 film scans, which weren't quite the quality of the stuff that is out there now. Because at the time, they still put out better scans than Full Moon did.
Yeah.
All right. So let's dive into this. I am 100% excited, like George there. we have high definition presentations of all 5 of these films. There are 5 films, but there are going to be different cuts of some of these films. Limited edition packaging featuring newly commissioned artwork by Laurie Greasley. Reversible sleeves featuring original and newly commissioned artwork by Ilian Shady. Double-sided posters for each film featuring original newly commissioned artwork. 15 postcard size reproduction art cards. Arrow Video Store membership card. 80-page perfect bound book with new writings by Lee Gambin, David J., Megan Navarro, and John Harrison, plus select archival material. Now let's break these down one by one. And what's the title? It is called Enter the Video Store, Empire of Screams. Do I think it'll go to print quickly? I hope not, because I really, really, really want this release. If there's anything that like speaks Aaron, I literally started my movie collection around 13 years ago with my better half, saying to her when I started, I'm going to make my collection like the video stores that I used to go to when I was young. So, and they've decided to make, this is the second like release that has been made like a video store. I will show you the first in a minute. It's something that's I'm going to print. But here we have, disc 1 is The Dungeon Master. Recently on a Brandon Tenold video, actually. 3 different versions of the film via seamless branching. There's there's a US theatrical version, The Dungeon Master, a pre-release version that was done, and the international version of the movie, which was called Rage War. So if you saw it over in the UK, George, you probably saw it under the name Rage War, where we saw it as Dungeon Master here. There's a brand new audio commentary with star Jeffrey Byron, moderated by films critic Mehdi and Dave. I reject your reality and substitute my own. A new interview with star Jeffrey Byron. I love that. Well, I reject your reality and substitute my own. Don't you just love that? Have the same video store dream, Indy. My brother from another mother. We are very alike there. And then we get on to one of my most excited releases, because I do have an early release edition of this one, but a new 2K scan from Arrow has me very, very excited, and a new commentary as well. It is Dolls, one of my all-time favorite films, and one of my kids' all-time favorite films. I actually got them into this movie. We get a brand new audio commentary with Dave Dakota, who did so much on the Empire Pictures Full Moon stuff. Trust me, look him up. We get archival audio commentary with Stuart Gordon and writer Edward Nahey. Archival audio commentary with cast members Carolyn Purdy Gordon, Stephen Lee, Carrie Lauren, and Ian Patrick Williams. Assembling Dolls, new interview with Lee Piercy, editor of Dolls. Ties of Terror, the making of Dolls. Archive featurette, film storyboard comparisons, theatrical trailers, and image gallery. So for those that are unaware, my better half knows this because I've said it to her before. One of her favorite, I think one of her favorite groups, one of her favorite songs too, was by God, what's her name again? Take on Me. So the girl in the video Take on Me, the one that's being menaced, and that the lead singer has to save, is in this movie. She's one of the stars of Dolls. We get up next with Cellar Dweller, and I actually really do like this. This is a cheesy little film. Empire Pictures, new audio commentary by special makeup effects artist Michael Deek, who inhabited the Cellar Dweller creature suit, moderated by the film critics Maddie and Dave. Again, we got a grab by the Ghoulies, a new appreciation of John Carl Buechler, which is definitely, hey there, Dustin, welcome, man, is definitely needed. Buechler did so much for the industry. He's the one that gave the definitive look of Zombie Jason, worked on so many films, and of course, got to later on, I think one of the last things he probably did, 5 Days Martin will ship it. Me and my better, that's one I think I will be able to watch with him, is George Romero's Martin. Take Me is, it's so, like the lead singer of Aha was like a classically trained opera singer. So definitely going to be cool. So we got the Inside Seller new interview with special makeup artist Michael Deek, original sales sheets, production notes, VHS trailer, Empire Pictures trailer reel. That is going to be sweet. Hey, Roy, welcome, man. Just bought the Empire set. Oh, nice. Number 4 is an action one, that a sci-fi action film called Arena. A really cool little title here. We're going to get a new restoration as well. New audio commentary with the director, Peter Manoogian, moderated by Maddie and Dave. An alternate full frame presentation. You don't get this often, but it's nice to have like a. Hey there, Robert. Welcome, man. I think it would be just way too much for like a 4K release for this. I think one, it would cost too much, and some of these are like a lot of these are straight to DVD type pictures, or straight to VHS back in the day, or did limited theatrical runs. So it might be a little bit too much to go like 4K on some of these. I know they could, but I think it'd be like a money reach. That's like sometimes when I see like a straight to VHS release and I see it on Blu-ray, I'm like, do you really need a Blu-ray? Could that just not be DVD? So we got Robot Jocks here, new 2K restoration for that one. Original lost of stereo audio commentary with director Stuart Gordon, audio commentary with Paul Gentry, mechanical effects artist Mark Rappaport, and stop motion animator Paul Jessel. Some neat stop motion in here as well. We have Crash and Burn, a new interview with actor Gary Graham. Gary Graham, of course, is probably known for not just this, but probably better known for being in the groundbreaking TV series Alien Nation, which for me, I did like the film Alien Nation, but the TV series was so much better. What do you think? The TV series of Alien Nation was so much better than the film. We get Anna Marie Johnson here, who was in this film. She, I guess, probably better known to soap opera fans, or also in the series In the Heat of the Night as well. She was in that. The Scale of Battle with David Allen and FX and Robot Jocks, new appreciation stop motion animator David Allen. He did such great stuff. This is a really great one here. Robot Jocks is one of people are going to be like, they're either going to love it or they're going to be meddling on it. She's getting out your stuff there, baby. And we have like an archival interview with actor Paul Koslow, original sales sheets, production notes, theatrical trailer, image galleries. So just to let you know, there was a Videodrome set that came out talking about going a bit like that. This is a great release. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to show you the Videodrome set that I'm talking about from back in the day. So Aaron is gonna climb. Let's hope Aaron does not.
What do you need?
Oh, you can't get it, but I can. Trust me on this one. Let's not do that. So, give you guys a shout out, show you here. Back in the day, there was something called Aerodrome. It was a thing that Aero Video did.
Your gifts.
Oh, my gifts are over there. They're wrapped. I can't soup the air, but.
I'll be back.
Minis? Okay. So, to show you guys what I mean, this came out. It was called X Rentals. I found this was coming out. I ordered it immediately once it did. It is a 5 movie set. It looks like there's 4 of like movies that you would see in the store back in the day on VHS. I have not seen John Wick 4 yet. Hey there, Ed. Ready? Welcome, man. So I'll kind of show you guys what these look like on the inside. So here is, actually it's a 6 disc set, I think. This is Penitentiary right here. So there's booklets, but I actually got the booklets stored somewhere. And then we have William Lustig's Maniac Cop. By the way, each of these have like reversible artwork with the original artwork on there. And I'm pretty sure Penitentiary 2 is on Penitentiary. Yeah, it is. Penitentiary 2 is on Penitentiary. So it's Penitentiary 1 and 2, which they got long before I picked up the Vinegar Strand and Blu-rays of them. We also have the Cheerleaders here, which is a really cool little, fun little exploitation title. What's really neat about this one, so we have the Cheerleaders and Revenge of the Cheerleaders. So you get both of them. And last but not least, an incredible title, McBain. A really, really cool film. I love this one here. Each of these, by the way, have a booklet, which I got to put back in here. If you've never seen that McBain, it's really cool. So you can see that I've switched some of these over. I kept some of that style artwork, but for McBain, so just give you an idea what it looks like. So this is what the original poster looks like, and on the inside, it would have this right here. So there may be other people on YouTube today that are showing you the Arrow video announcements. Nobody else is showing you the X-Rental video set as well. So there you go. Videodrome. It was a thing. I actually wish that I'd gotten more Videodrome releases when they come out. I got a few, but definitely not enough. It's the early days of Arrow, and so you can see the box was like this. 6-film set. The only odd one you have on DVD is De Argento. I'm guessing it's one of those window box sets, right? They put out like the Tenebrae or something like that. Because he did a few Tenebrae as well. I'm very excited about these Arrow announcements. What do you guys think? Is there anything here that you're not going to get, or that you really want to get? For me, I like I think the Empire Pictures set is the one that I want most. Synapse is releasing McBain on Blu-ray in July. That is true, Scholar. And I kind of want the trilogy set as well. So those are the two big ones for me. My better half, she'll want all the Asian sets. She's kind of iffy on getting Waterworld again, because we do have a good Blu-ray edition of it. But it is really, if you want a 4K Waterworld, that's a good release. What do you think? What's the key?
I think the box set is definitely the best. I think the Asian ones. The thing is, outside of the Shaw scope.
Yeah.
There's
two of those now.
Yeah, no, there are two. We only have one, and the other one is too expensive. I'm always iffy to take like single releases of martial art thing, because
you're wondering if it's going to get a.
Yeah,
well, the trilogy, that's the trilogy, three films.
Is interesting. Yeah. So I prefer sets when it comes to martial arts, unless it's really a title that I know and I really want. But a lot of them I'm just discovering or I haven't seen since, So I think the box set is the most exciting one.
Oh, 100%. George is grabbing them all except for the US Canada only releases, of course. So we're going to be getting that. By the way, guys, new haircut. What do you think? Huh? Went to a barber. First time since I've been a kid going to an actual barber. He's like, let's go to a hairdresser. And so he waxed my ears, and I never had that done before. It kind of freaked me out. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, for me, the big announcement is definitely this one right here. The Empire Pictures release, definitely worth picking up. I'm not sure how limited this is. I'm hoping it's not too limited. It's one that I really, really want to grab, and there are some cool titles. What's your favorite title in the Empire Pictures ones?
I don't know. Let me see.
So we got, and I'll put them up here on the screen so you can see them better. So we got here Dungeon Master. There's 3 different versions of that one.
Yeah.
We got Dolls here. I love the artwork.
Dolls is nice, yeah.
We have Cellar Dweller, kind of a cheesy monster film. Arena, which is kind of a sci-fi action film. They fight in the sci-fi arena. And Robot Jocks, kind of a stop motion animation where they go in big mechs.
Oh wow. I don't know. Like I think they're all exciting.
Like
The first one I think seems to be maybe my alley. The Dungeon Master.
Dungeon Master for sure. That's the
Yeah.
one
So maybe I'll pick
Brandon
that
tunneled.
one. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I would definitely.
I reject your reality. Yes,
Yes.
my own. Arena. I think you'd really like Arena too.
Yeah, no, I think that's definitely exciting. How
Yeah.
much is it?
It is £55 from the Arrow Video Store, which isn't bad for the size of the box.
Mhm.
Like, let's look at the box here. It is the artwork on this is fantastic.
Mm. Oh, very cool. Yeah.
We got like postcards. We got
I just hope that the actual box is like solid cardboard as opposed to like papery cardboard.
it's Arrow.
I know
I think
they do their box sets.
I think
well.
we can expect that.
Okay.
We can expect that. Like old days Arrow. You know, these
Yeah.
were
Oh, see that's
the
no.
thinner one, right?
Yeah, that's too
Yeah.
thin.
But like new Arrow, yeah.
Mm.
The good thing about this, by the way, guys, if you buy it from the Arrow store, you pre-order from Arrow, then you get the Arrow points as well. So that's 550 reward points for the set. What that means is you can use it towards other things. So if you're like us and you don't have the Shellscope set, let's see. Let's look at Shellscope. M2, right? So right now that one is 120 pounds. That's a lot. That's a lot of bones, guys. That's expensive. So what you do is you wait until it goes on sale, and you use your points to go towards the set. And let's take a quick look, because usually there's a little bit of a spotlight sale on. So let's check out their spotlight sale. So well, early releases, George, right? So we got With No Eye, which is a favorite film of mine, the standard edition there. For those who know, I'll show you my version with No Eye, because I have one of the big limited edition ones that came out. To Live and Die in LA, another of my favorite films, is right here. And I do own this one from Arrow Video. So these are two that I have from Arrow Video. Time Bandits, which I also have from Arrow. I have the Steelbook. Is here. All these are £9, by the way. It's great prices here. We got Microwave Massacre. It's probably the only one I don't have so far. Mona Lisa, I have the set, because hell, of course I'm going to get the set. I got to have it. Exterminator I have because I'm a huge Arrow fan. Yeah, these are like spotlight sales. These are all just £9 each, George. Mona Lisa is a great film. Exterminator is a lot of fun. Robert Ginty. Return of the Killer Tomatoes is a dual format one, guys. So this one actually includes the DVD as well. This one has George Clooney in a significant role in this film. And I love Return of the Killer Tomatoes. It's the best of the entire franchise. I know, man. You bought a lot of cool stuff, though, man. We got Big Trouble in Little China, which of course I have. Slugs. I think I got Slugs. This is a really fun one. But it's I'm pretty sure this is Nikmastrokis. Or is it No, Juan Picar Simon, sorry. This is a really cool cheese one. And here's looks like another Blu-ray of Exterminator. Or no, it just popped up somewhere else. Okay, The Burbs is the other one. So £9 each. I'd say out of all these, if you're going to grab one, then To Live and Die in LA is definitely a neo-noir. So if you like neo-noir stuff, you want like kind of like really cheesy comedy, Return of the Killer Tomatoes. Of course, there's classics here like Big Trouble in Little China and Exterminator. My favorite film is To Live and Die in LA, tied with No Eye, which is a really good film with Paul McGann and Richard E. Grant, where they play failed actors, one of whom is just a mite bit on the kind of insane side. And how much do I like that film? I like it that much that for my birthday one year, which is today, my birthday again, yay. My better half bought me this. With No Eye, when it was brought out, they put 3 different limited edition slipcovers for these unique artwork for each of the sets. When you open it up, see, this is why you come to this channel, because you don't just get the announcements, you get to see cool stuff that you don't get to see anywhere else. This is literally a kind of a mini coffee table book. And I do mean book, since it opens up writing, pictures, and then when you come to here, you get with no eye, the Blu-ray, and the DVD. But you don't just get that. You also get the Blu-ray and DVD of his other film, which is amazing, is How to Get Ahead in Advertising, which is a weird, fun little film that I utterly adore. It's a great set. If you ever can get a chance to get your hands on this release, it's one of my favorite releases in my collection. I love this movie.
It's much better than the Criterion one.
A million times.
Yeah.
That's like when you put a Videodrome. Videodrome was much better from Arrow than was from Criterion, and Thief.
Yeah.
For those that, hold on, we'll do this real quick. I'm pretty sure it is right here. Criterion's edition of Thief only had one version of the film on there. The Arrow edition with this, the one that has this, by the way, you have to have the one that has a slipcover on it, was limited to 3,000, and it sold out. So if you can find it, it's got like a 4K transfer on here, approved by director Michael Mann, but it has both versions of the film. It has the and on the Criterion edition, there was only one version of Thief on there. It also includes the director's Michael Mann, and a bunch of other features as well. Hollywood USA with James Caan. Thank you, Swift man. I have not seen John Wick yet. I have not seen Scream yet. Unfortunately, some of those are coming to theater, but most of them come in the French version. So I do tend to have to wait unless it comes on to IPTV to see it, like when I actually buy them when I go to Canada. So which will probably be in September, I'm hoping. So you can see, you got Thief here. There's the other edition, both on Blu-ray. Steam lamps. There's a place. There's a place to watch Scream 6, by the way, Swift, online or anything like that. Message me on Patreon. Because I'm so scared of having it spoiled for me. All right. With that being said, we have looked at all the Arrow video announcements today. They have been amazing. Not only that, we got to dive into With No Eye set, the Thief limited edition, and the long edit print limited edition X Rentals release from Arrow Video back in their Aerodrome days. So come for the announcements, and hopefully me. And stay for the extra special surprises along the way. For those that don't know, I'm going to be making a formal video announcement of this, but a bit of a heads up. We are starting a new thing on the channel. We are in works, and it's going to take a while to get this done. But here it is, guys. What I'm doing here, I'm in Morocco now. I cannot go by and get physical releases as quickly as I normally could. What does that mean? Well, that means I'm surrounded by a collection of that is 14 years in the making. We will be watching and going over every single release in my collection. For some of these videos, I will have guests in to talk about the film that I'm talking about. Sometimes it'll just be me. We're working on doing up a set for those videos. So keep an eye out for that. It's a big enterprise. As you can tell, I have a lot of movies. Like this isn't even touching the scale, but when I say I'm going through everything, I mean everything in my collection. So if it's anime, if it's action, if it's Vinegar Syndrome sleaze or action, if it's adult, it's going on Patreon, but it's still being done. What we're going to be going through everything. You're going to see some special guests come up. I'm really excited about it. I'm really nervous about it. Hopefully you guys will join me for that. But right now, I am still getting over the waxing. It was, ow. I will see you guys soon. Make sure you pick up that Empire set. And happy birthday to me. I'm going to say that. I don't mind it. Mwah! Everybody, have a great day. Hi there. I want to give a special shout out to my amazing patrons. You guys are awesome, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the Crimson Cult again, where we can actually do some cool live chats. We got a lot coming up, and if you want to join this incredibly awesome group of people that you see scrolling down below, the link's down below. This is the time bandits release I was talking about. See, whenever you stay for after the credits, you see something.